Welcome back, everybody. It's time for episode 2 of Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King, my favorite game of all time. Alright, we can skip that. So last time we pretty much went through the entire town and looted everything and then saved the game and accomplished zip. So today we're going to do a couple of things to actually get the ball rolling. So this is a cool feature. They implemented this in Dragon Quest XI as well. But when you come back after exiting the game, you can press the start button to talk to your party members and they'll jog your memory on what's going on. So, we're here to find that Riley skeezer, right? Leave it to me, I'm an ace when it comes to finding people. Sure, Yangus. Sure, buddy. So we didn't go in here yet, where there is the priest. Are you one of the congregation, my child? Oh, you're new in town. And you say you're looking for someone. What, Master Rylus? Oh, almighty goddess, help these poor souls. Forgive me for speaking frankly, but you must leave this town immediately. Believe me, it is for your own good. And so he's trying to protect us from the guy who burned down Rylus' house, which was, of course, Dual Magus. It appears to be an old journal of some kind. The great wizard finally reached Fairbury after a long and arduous journey. Welcoming such a great sage to our town is a truly unparalleled honor. Long may the sage and his descendants stay in the town of Fairbury. Huzzah! So, that was specifically about the guy we're looking for. Alright, let's see. I know this guy's got good loot in here. Hell yeah, pot lid. And what are you? It's locked, is what it is. So there's nothing up here right now, but there will be later. There'll be a thing that I don't know if you need it to beat this game in particular, but it's very helpful and useful to have. And that would be the Thief's Key. It's funny, I was playing Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake earlier, and they pretty much make you go get the Thief's Key and then the Magic Key as like your two major quests to start with. And yeah, as soon as you get them each, you need them for progression. So instead of going in there, we're going to go in here for a secret bit of flavor text. Or flavor dialogue. So this is the back door of the pub. I don't know why everybody keeps their money in pots and barrels. Oh dear me, I'm afraid customers aren't allowed behind the bar. Would you mind going around and using the main entrance? Then we can talk. You can talk to this guy from here. What's your problem? Customers have to order from this side of the bar. Yeah. God, I hope doing that doesn't actually give me hiccups. You can talk to this guy, too. Oh, are you the new barman? No, you just came in through the wrong door. You're a scatterbrain, aren't you? Nah. I robbed the joint. Don't do this at home, kids. You're not supposed to be in a bar anyways. Alright, we'll go in the main door. I tell you what, Toriyama liked his bunny girls, for sure. Oh, I love seeing new faces. You're not from around here, are you? Is that little creature in your pocket a pet of yours? It's so adorable. What's its name? Hee Munchie. A cute name for a cute little fellow. Well, Munchie, enjoy your stay. I actually have a custom-made Munchie that my grandma helped make for me. Just the one after work really hits the spot. So, what do you want with me then? Hey, you looking for someone? Get out of here. Why are you boring me with that rubbish? It's a pub. You're supposed to relax. If you're too tense, have a drink and let it all out on the battlefield. At least you can put your tension to good use out there. You know, if you psych yourself up enough, your attacks and magic get more powerful. So save it for fighting, alright? Remember, increase your tension by psyching up. Decrease it by having a drink. Alright, dude. Have you heard about the fire we had in town the other day? People were saying it was arson. No, that's a bit of a hot topic. We better not talk about it anymore. Okay. What about you? He's a miserable excuse for a fortune teller, that Kalderasha. He was famous once, you know. They called him the Great Kalderasha. But look at him now. His fortune telling's gone to pot since he started spending every day in here. The only glass he stares into these days is the one he drinks out of. Wait a minute. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe he started drinking after his fortune telling went to the dogs. Alright, we're gonna break some barrels. We got a herb. Hello, are you looking for someone? No. No, that's probably for the best. Every time people ask me about things, I always end up saying something I shouldn't. Just can't seem to help it. Maybe I am looking for someone. Master Rylus! So, you haven't heard. Master Rylus died in the fire the other day. It took a fat dude at the bar to tell me. Straight up. Actually, just between you and me, I think it was I shouldn't have said that. Forget I mentioned it. No. Leave me alone. It's not you I wanted. Okay.
Haven't you had enough, Mr. Kalderasha, sir?
Really getting into it now.
I'm sorry, but I've got a business to run. This, haphazard fortune-telling of yours is costing me a fortune in free drinks.
I never understood that. Like, how is his sucking at being a fortune teller costing the bar drinks? I don't understand how he's getting free drinks.
What? My fortune-telling? Haphazard? Are you a complete fool?
Yeah, I didn't even try to do that guy's accent earlier.
Let me tell you something for free. All fortune-telling is haphazard. What do you expect? Anyway, so what if I saw it? So what if I foretold the fire? If I tried to stop it, then what? It would only have led to another disaster. That's what.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kalderasha, sir. I don't follow. If you're saying you knew about the fire, shouldn't you at least have warned Master Rylus?
Yes, poor Rylus. How many times I argued with the old man. I cannot believe he's gone.
I just shaved before I started recording and my face is all prickly. Might need to change the blades on my electric razor. I'm not sure how to do that. That's what Google's for. Alright, so then you come and talk to these guys. Barman's size. Hello. You seem to be a person of great import.
What? What is it?
You!
Come, show your face to the great Kalderasha. Yes.
The little exclamation point was his brain going, "New sucker spotted."
Quick! Everyone come quick! There's a monster in town!
It's the Revenge of the Weenie.
Ooh.
Every time I play this game, and that buff dude stands up and goes, "Whoa!" It just cracks me up because that's not the voice I picture him having at all.
Just come and see! The whole town's gone crazy!
That's not good. Yeah, I'll be fine for a few minutes. What's all that noise? Can a man drink in peace? Now, what were we talking before? You remember? Yes. Ah, yes. I was just getting to the yes bit. Now with all the noise, I have lost interest. You do not understand, do you? This is how I do business. You not feel the curiosity stirring in you when you hear me say the words, yes, yes. Makes you want me to tell your fortune, no? A man said there was a monster in town, didn't he? How ridiculous. There's no monster. I agree. Learn a thing or two when you've been in this business as long as I have. Still, you're remarkably calm, sir. You didn't feel inclined to rush outside to see what was going on then? Really? You came to February looking for Master Rylus? I see. Yes, that was a most unfortunate business. You expect you've already heard, but Master Rylus passed away the other day. God, when they did the music for this, the guy with the tin cans went fucking ham. Old town's rather stunned, really. The old man was getting on a bit, but no one expected the fire, of course. Old town's rather stunned, really. Alright. And who else is still here to talk? Oh, I got left. Stone the crows, a monster within the town walls. What is the world coming to? And you? Did you hear that? You said there was a monster in town. Do you think it's true? Well, I know what they're talking about. This don't sound good. I wonder if that monster here was, Anyway, let's go and see for ourselves. You right. I could talk to random NPCs, but I'm just gonna get to it. When I get down to the courtyard, there's a man down there. There's a monster loose in the town, you know. You get hurt if you get caught up in it at all. Better not go down there. Ugh. Reverse camera controls. You can actually see the people down there. It's a banger track. Most of the music in this game is phenomenal. There's a monster down in the courtyard. I want to go and see too, but he won't let me down there. He says it's too dangerous. Just might be able to get around by the town gates. There they are. Yeah, that's Trode, alright. What's all the fuss about? Meh. Alright, cutscene time. Eventually. Here we are.
What the? This ain't good, Gov. Come on.
The boy's got PS2
Look
loading
lively.
times in his brain. Look lively. He's like, huh? SpongeGar emote. Huh?
He looked at me.
Oh, it's hideous.
Not as hideous as your voice, lady.
Get out! Get out, monster! You're not welcome here!
Uh-oh, they got rocks.
Oh.
They're stoning him.
Oh, that was right on the... Oh. Ah.
Like, let's get out of here. Wait. Jeez. Good old medieval peasants. I gotta keep an eye on the time I have working a little bit.
Well, that was a fine reception.
I don't know who or what you are.
Don't they realize who I am?
I just said they don't.
Judging a book by its cover, don't they know it's what's inside that counts?
Yeah, you can say that again.
So then, did you manage to find Master Rhinus?
Not exactly.
What? He's dead? Oh, no, no, no! Well, I suppose there's no point crying over spilt milk. It's Dulmagus we're after. He's the one who cursed the princess and I, after all. He's the one who made us look so ridiculous.
Yep.
I had hoped Rylus might be able to help us locate him. But it seems we'll just have to track Dulmagus down by ourselves.
Yep. I wish the PS2 didn't record so dark. I don't know how to fix that or circumvent it without just using a CRT, but even then, I don't think it'll record properly, just because the technology's too old.
With Rylus gone, we have nothing further to gain from staying here. Let's be on our way.
I guess I could try getting new cables for it.
Wait!
Oh! It's the first side quest.
Please wait.
Or the first quest, I guess.
I'm sorry to come running after you like this. It's just that I wanted to ask you a favor.
Are you not afraid of me, young lady?
I dreamt about you.
Okay.
I dreamt that some people came to town with a strange creature. It was sort of halfway between a human and a monster. And I dreamt that they could make wishes come true.
That's a tall order, but I've done it in the past.
A strange creature? Are you referring to me?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
Not
It's
to
like,
worry.
don't look at me, I'm picking
I
my
had worse
nose.
things said to me today. You know, you remind me of my Medea. You're about the same age. Anyway, you say you had a dream about me. Most peculiar.
I'm sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Valentina, daughter of the great fortune teller Kalderasha. If you could just come to my house, I'll explain everything there. It's by the well at the far end of town. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
What was she rabbiting on about? Come round my house, she says.
Magnificent! She wasn't afraid to look at me at all, not one bit. Oh, she reminds me of my Medea. We must give this young girl a helping hand. Right then, my boy. Go and find the house by the well and see what it is she wants.
If y'all saw the last episode, that would be the one that was the only locked door in the town.
Me? I'll wait here with the princess. We don't want to cause any more of a stir.
No kidding. So from here on starts the trend of Trode and Medea staying outside the town gate at every town. Save for, I think, one or two of them due to circumstances. Yeah, it's a shame there's not a speed up running button. Or a sprint button, as normal people would call them. She ran home so fast she passed out from the exhaustion. Hello?
Ah, you came.
Don't get that excited.
I'm so sorry. I must have drifted off. How rude of me. I wanted to ask you a favor about this crystal ball. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Perhaps I should start from the beginning?
That would be nice.
Of course. Let me explain. My father, Kalderasha, was once a really famous fortune teller. Lost treasure, missing people. There was nothing the great Kalderasha couldn't help people with. But then one day, he lost his powers. All of a sudden, nothing he foretold turned out to be true anymore. It's probably because he stopped using a real crystal ball. This glass ball isn't...
Valentina, what is going on here?
It's the drunkard.
How many times have I told you not to touch my crystal ball?
We weren't touching it, sir.
What? Aren't you that boy from the pub? What brings you here? Gah, never mind. I do not know what my daughter has asked you, but you can forget it. I do not need your help. I am fine as I am. I am going to bed. Valentina, say your farewells and show our young visitor to the door.
Wow, they actually animated him walking up the stairs
Sorry about
properly.
my father.
I never really paid attention to that before. That's something you don't see a whole lot in games, especially older games.
But whatever he says, he's the one who's really suffering since he lost his powers. That's why I wanted to ask you this favor. Can you find him a crystal ball? One that's big enough to bring back his powers?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Really? You will? Oh, this is exactly how it all happened in my dream.
If you say no, she gets all sad.
So far, everything's come true. I also dreamt that there's a crystal ball hidden deep inside the cave, under the big waterfall to the south of town. I suppose only the daughter of the great Kalderasha could know a thing like that.
You're adopted. I refuse to elaborate until we get to that point of the story. There's his drinking money. It's not going to a good cause with him anyway. There's more of it. You know, I was really excited for Dragon Quest 3. What happened? Oh no. Okay, well, you can see the other reaction Valentina has, I guess. I was thinking of going back and redoing that, but not like this. I guess the, where to put it? So to record this, I had to get a third-party device to run the audio-visual cables through to run into an HDMI cable so that I could run it through my typical setup. And that device needs to be plugged into an AC adapter via a mini USB cable, which is just garbage. And I was using this AC adapter for it, and I think it just croaked. I think it just died in the middle of recording. Doesn't feel warm or anything. But yeah, that sucked. Let's try and blaze through this real quick. And of course, when I was trying to figure out the cables, I jostled everything around. I accidentally unplugged the PS2, so I lost all the progress. Which is just lovely, but you know, shit happens. Yes, yes. May the Lord be with you, and such and so forth. And may the goddess be with you. My mistake. I'm getting my Catholicisms mixed up.
Strange creature.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
I like how that exclamation point, and only that one in the entire game, is made out of stone. Like he just got hit in the head with
Not to
another
worry.
rock.
I've had worse things said to me today. Anyway, you say you had a dream.
Alrighty, Rooney, wake up. This one we're gonna let play out, because this is the only bit that has a different reaction.
Ah, you came. I'm so sorry. I must have drifted off. How rude of me. I
You're
wanted
fine.
to ask you a favor about this crystal ball.
I'm sure you did.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Perhaps I should start from the beginning?
Nah, it's fine.
All right, I'll carry on then. My father, Kalderasha, was once a really famous fortune teller. Lost treasure, missing people. There was nothing the great Kalderasha couldn't help people with. But then one day, he lost his powers. All of a sudden, nothing he foretold turned out to be true anymore.
It's so sad.
It's probably because he stopped using a real crystal ball. This glass ball isn't...
Valentina, what is going on here?
The
How
autism.
many times have I told you not to touch my crystal ball?
We were talking about your autism.
What? Aren't you that boy from the pub? What brings you here? Yeah, never mind.
My autism brought me here.
I do not know what my daughter has asked you, but you can forget it. I do not need your help. I am fine as I am.
You know, it's funny, not to make light of it, because he's very good at approaching these things as serious topics, but Jacksepticeye recently posted a YouTube video saying that he officially was diagnosed with autism, and that was one of those things where I saw that and I was like, I'm sure he's got some stuff to talk about with this, but like, it's kind of obvious, all the signs were there, I'm just saying.
I am going to bed. Valentina, say your farewells and show our young visitor to the door.
Like, I shouldn't make light of that, but I was diagnosed with it at a very young age, so I kind of like, whatever. We live in a time in which discerning such things is a lot more commonplace than it used to be.
Sorry about my father.
Even for my parents' generation.
But whatever he says, he's the one who's really suffering since he lost his powers. That's why I wanted to ask you this favor. Can you find him a crystal ball? One that's big enough to bring back his powers?
Nope.
Of course you won't. What was I thinking? I'm just a stranger to you after all. I'm so sorry. I suppose my dream was just that. A dream, and nothing more.
That's so sad. Kalderasha broke really winds me up, but maybe we should have helped out his daughter. Nah, I get it. You think she's up to something, right? You're too much of a nice bloke to ignore her otherwise, eh? Nice one, go. She'd have got me there. It's good one of us is on the ball. So Yangus used to be a thief. Yes, I'm gonna help you actually. Really, you will? This is exactly how it all happened in my dream. So far, everything's come true. I dreamed there was a crystal ball hidden deep inside the cave under the big waterfall to the south of town. Only the daughter of the great Kalderasha could know a thing like that. Yeah. Anyways. I'm gonna go save my game so that if the fucking cables go out, I don't have to deal with that again. I might end up going to get new cables for my PS2. I heard that old cables can be a cause of the darkening on the screen. I don't know how accurate that is. It could just be a bad combination of tech, old and new. Like, this and the Wii are probably the only things that I would use the converter box for. But I'd be shocked if you couldn't get an HDMI cable for the Wii that actually worked. Man, that, I might cut most of that out, actually. So if I go out there... Alright, let's see what we got. So you've got a leather shield, so I'll give you a pollard. Can anybody use this? Not really. I'm gonna hold on to that, actually. For now. These are really good. Yes. Sort bags contents. Okay. Type. Yes. Okay. Nothing for it but to start going out and fighting. I guess I gotta go out the other side. Right, there's no sprint. This is my top speed throughout the entirety of the game. Is this gonna be another cutscene with Trode? Yes, no, it is, okay.
I see. Magnificent! Such devotion to her father. I'm impressed. Just how a daughter should be.
Yeah.
And if this Kalderasha gets his powers back, there's nothing he can't find, am I right?
Correct.
Then we'll kill two birds with one stone. If everything goes according to plan, we'll find out where that hateful Dolmagus is.
Yes.
The time's getting on. Medea and I will stay outside. That's the last time we set foot in a barbaric town like this. But you should spend the night at the inn and rest well, so that you're ready to take on the world tomorrow. In the morning, we leave for the waterfall cave.
Right. I kept getting really confused the very first time I played this game. Because I always thought that that was the gate you were supposed to go out. But it's actually the big one with all the stone flooring in front of it you're supposed to go out. It's dark, so I can't be sure, but I think a little old man he came with slept in his wagon outside the town gates last night. Anyway, have a safe trip. Thank you, sir. Now you can talk to this guy about the Thief's Key. Seeing as you've come around the back way, perhaps you're after something a little special. Yeah. See, well, I can help you out then, but it'll cost you, let's say, 500 gold coin. Oh, no! That's silly of me. I just sold the last one I had in stock a moment ago. I'm afraid you're out of luck. You come back in the evening, maybe I'll be able to help you out then. Okay. Wait a minute. Does this guy still run away? Never guess what? Some freaky monster managed to get into town, but we all managed to chase it away in the end. Wait a minute, you're the people who were with it! So you're with the monster? Wow! And there he goes again. I think every time you come back here, if you talk to that guy, he ends up running away for some reason. Alright, well, I was starting to think you got lost. Right, let's go to the waterfall cave and see if we can find that crystal ball. Dia and I will be right behind you. If you have any trouble, feel free to consult us. I'm sure there's nothing we can't solve if we put our heads together. Away we go. Yep, talks about your health. Now this is a subtle detail that they mess with you later on in the game. Or that they use to mess with you later on in the game. Anytime you start moving, you hear the horse and carriage behind you. See? It's not there. Not really. It's not anywhere around you. But it's there. I hope you realize that the princess and I have no intention of setting foot in that cave. We are royals after all. We can't go putting ourselves in danger like that. So I'm relying on you to find the crystal ball. Now, once you see where you're headed, just forget about the path and go straight there. No messing. Alright, so there might be a few more monsters, but real man don't need to worry about that. There. Slimed. Get out of here, Slim Jim. Very nice. I might keep footage of new monsters, but in general, I might cut out most of the fighting because it gets kind of boring unless I actually say something. Now, they remade this game for the 3DS, and they kept all the same voice acting except for a couple of characters, one of which I think was one of the party members. Which was a bit disappointing, but, you know, sometimes you have to redo things. But one of the things they added was special monsters that only appear in the overworld if you meet certain conditions. One of which spawns right there, and it's a giant slime that looks kind of like a glob of cake. You can take pictures of them because there's a camera option. It's one of my favorite games on the 3DS, but I never beat it there either. Can't really stream that one because of it being on the 3DS. But I wanted to stream this original version of the game anyways because there's a point in the game on the 3DS that differs greatly from this game in a really shocking manner. There's a character who joins your party just after the quest line for her is done, and she doesn't do that in this original version. It's very strange. Candy Cats. New monster. It's important to keep an eye on your health this early on in the game. Damn. Hey. Hey. Wow, I really don't have jack shit for health. Sometimes if you go up and interact with the animals that are out in the fields, you can get items, but most of the time I'm fairly certain that's only with cows and you get milk. There's a overworld monster up there by the tree. You might not be able to see it too well, but it's right up in the middle of the screen there. It's just a little speck right now. That thing would kick my ass immediately. Looks like we found it. Naturally, I'd love to come in with you, but I couldn't possibly put Medea in danger. I'm sure you'll do a fine job of finding the crystal ball without us, Rab. We'll be waiting here. Be careful in there. I'll do my best. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the part where the game gets exceedingly hard to actually see, and it actually looks better on my TV than it does on the recording this time around. That's bothersome. Surely there's something I can do about that. Especially in a game like this. That's a little better, for your guys' sake. But especially in a game like this, where dungeon crawling is kind of the main gist of the series, that is going to be incredibly annoying. I don't have any abilities, I don't have any spells. Uh-oh. So we got a Draki, a couple of mischievous moles, and a Mecha Mina. Uh-oh. Fuck. That's the thing about this game. Very unforgiving if you don't, like, really watch yourself. Shit. I'm gonna get a game over. Maybe not. I'm gonna fucking die. There we go. You know you'll... Oh yeah, that's another thing. Whoever's at the lead of the party is the person you see in the overworld. Oh. Circle should be a negate button, not another way to accept. Oh. The worst thing is it's not even that far back to town. And I don't have a world map. You don't get that till way later either. shoot. I have one Chimera Wing. If the next fight fucks me up real bad, I'll use it. Oh yeah, when your characters die in this game, they get put in a coffin until they get revived. It's 107, alright. Hey! If I hadn't have died, I probably would have leveled up too. Strength, resilience, 2 gold coins. I don't think you get skill points until like level 5. I could be wrong, but I remember it takes a bit. Oof. I don't think you can use a Chimera Wing to get to the dungeon in this game. Get him, Yangus. Yeah. Get him, Yangus. Alright, so we're not absolutely dying. And so starts the common trend of Yangus being overpowered. Wow, the town is still smoldering from that fire. Come on, man. Oh, a lips. Ugh. It's a lips, a slime, and a candy cat. Ew. So we gotta get back to the church so I can revive my guy. And it looks like, as long as I don't get jumped by a whole bunch of things, now that I've jinxed it, it'll happen. As long as I don't get jumped by a whole bunch of stuff, I should be okay. It's gonna be a lot of grinding. I love how the coffin just slides forward. God. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, you're the guy from the inn. Yeah, you're a traveler, eh? Just like me. Well, it's best not to ask travelers where they're going, I say. We all have our own personal reasons, after all. Yes, sir. I gotta revive my dead self. Also, I don't remember how the day-night cycle works in this game outside of using the inn for it. Can you bring my boy back to life? 10 gold coins. That's a steal right now. That can get so expensive later on in the games. You really don't want to let your guys die. Unless you have the spell Zing, which is a 50-50 chance of resurrecting them using magic points. You really don't want to be dying in these games. They make it a pain to come back. Alright. I think I'm going to save the game there. That ought to be good for part 2. Man. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe so you can catch more videos of Dragon Quest VIII and Astrobot, which is coming down the pipeline. And if you want to see some of our live content, head over to the Scarlet Room on twitch.tv. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out. And goodbye.